All right, this time we're going to go over some of the settings and functions of the DVOM. Right here you have the DC AC button. You have a range button which sets the range on your readings. You have a light button which turns your light on and off. If you're going to set it for volts, your volt reading will be right here. If you're going to check resistance or ohms, it's going to be this setting right here. If we're going to read the amps, you're going to set it down here on the 20 amp reading. At this time I'm going to connect the settings. All right, your red will be in the red and your black in your black. We'll set it as if we're going to do a volt reading. You're going to turn it on to volts, and then you're going to set the range where you want to be. And right there is where we'd want to be if we were going to read a volt reading. All right, now we're going to do ohms. To do ohms, you would switch the reading over to the ohm reading. It's still in the same range. There's no need to hit the range. So right now it's set for the ohms. Now, once we get ready and we want to do check ampage, we would have to turn the meter back around, put it on ampage, unplug the red, and plug it in over here on this 20 amp side. This plug right here is for 20 amps. And then of course you'd have to set your range and make sure your range is correct. All right, at this time we're going to go over to the vehicle and perform some checks. All right. At this time we've printed a wiring diagram for the headlights, and we've traced our power wires and our ground wires so we can run the checks on the lights. All right, now we're going to perform a voltage check at the bulb. We've determined by the wiring diagram that our white wire is our positive. We're going to take our positive probe to the positive, and then we're going to use a common ground for the demonstration purposes. We're going to use the negative on the battery. Right now it's reading about 7.3 volts. It's reading low right now because it's a test vehicle and the battery's kind of low. All right, this time we're going to check the resistance or the ohm at the headlight bulb. It's been isolated from the circuit, so we can do that. We're going to move our meter setting over to ohms, and then we're going to connect our two probes, one to each side. And we're about 1 ohm of this time we're going to check the fuse in the meter to make sure the meter is still good. We're going to place the meter in the ohm setting and take our positive lead and plug it into our amp, and at this time our meter is good. All right, this time we're going to perform a current flow test. We've fastened a jumper with some wire and a fuse to facilitate this test. You'll take the meter and move it over to amps. Our lead has been plugged into the 20 amp terminal. You'll take one lead, plug it into the socket, and one lead to the other one on the bulb. There we go. And we're at 4.2, averaging about 4. At this time we're going to perform a voltage drop test. We're going to place our meter over in volts. On this one, your positive has to be in the positive side, or we have to set the correct range. Oh, nope, we need to reset the range. All right, now we're within the correct range. We're going to take the positive terminal and go into the positive side. And we're going to take the negative and go into the negative side. And we're about 12 volts. This is where we should be.